Back again, guys. Back again for another video review. It's your man, Gentleman Jack, right here. Just kind of adjust my camera just a little bit so y'all can kind of see my little signboard up there. I'm keeping up just like I did with my last video, and I'm not going to show myself. Apparently it worked. When I didn't show my face, I got a couple more views, so I'm not going to show my noggin in this video either. But, again, I will show the most important thing, which are my collectibles. Jack in the Box collectibles right here, showing you some more of my toys, man. So showing you some more of my gets, as I would like to say. Now, these I've had for probably about a month now. I ordered them at two separate times. I guess when I kind of realized they made the second one I'm going to talk about, which is the Voltron. After I found out they had more figures, after I initially saw the Godzilla, which I saw that months ago, and I had it on my eBay watch list for a long time. And I just went ahead and decided to buy it. I thought it was a very, very, very cool figure. I'm old enough to remember Shogun Warriors. This is when I was really young. I don't know, I was maybe around 5 or 6, maybe younger. But I remember my neighbor, Joshua. He had the Shogun Warriors Godzilla, and if you're an American Godzilla fan, as long as I've been an American Godzilla fan, you know the Shogun Warriors Godzilla was one of the first American Godzilla toys, like licensed Godzilla toy. I mean, I had plenty of dinosaurs when I was younger that I pretended there were Godzillas, but yeah, it was the Shogun Warriors, and it was they made like smaller miniature Godzilla, Godzilla and Friends or something like that. I think I bought the Godzilla, but they had other monsters too. That was like a little set that starred Godzilla and a couple of other monsters that came in that set. And this was I don't want to get my dates wrong. This was early 80s. This was definitely early 80s. Late 70s, early 80s. Right in there. So, to make a long story short, because I don't want to make this video long, I never had the Shogun's Warriors Godzilla, and still don't own it to this day. There was a guy that had it at a toy store, collectible store here in Atlanta, and I sat and watched it for the longest, and I think it finally sold. Somebody bought it. So, not saying I'll never buy an official Shogun Warriors Big Godzilla, or even the I think they made a re-release that looks like the 64, which I think if I'm gonna buy one, I think I'd rather have the original than that one, even though that one, the re-release is pretty cool looking. I think the still the original Shogun Warriors Godzilla is probably the best. But that being said, this miniature figure right here, which is a 3.75 figure, almost 4 inches tall Godzilla figure, is a nice holdover. They made basically a miniature Godzilla Shogun Warriors figure. Now, isn't that cool? It looks exactly like the big figure. And it even comes with a release button on the back, so you can push the fire tongue out. So, I mean, this is really cool. So I had to buy this. I wasn't gonna let this go by. Me pretty much collecting every Godzilla collectible I find. I wasn't gonna let this get past me. I mean, this thing just has a classic look to it because I, I think this is their interpretation of the Showa Godzilla because it was made again. I think this is it was made after during like after and during that Showa era, so I can see where they kind of got in such an ugly interpretation of them, but it's still really cool just to kind of just because it has its own look. It really does. It's always kind of had its own charm and its own look to it. I'm trying to kind of show it to you guys and do a little camera work at the same time, but you get the gist of it. It has the Shogun. It actually doesn't say Shogun Warriors. It says Shogun Figures, but it still has the font, the old school font from the Shogun Warriors packaging. Here's the back of it. You got pictures of that Godzilla, and again, it has the fire tongue you press in the back like the original, which was more of a trigger that you press, but the same difference. The tongue comes out. Only thing this one doesn't have is the fist that would shoot off, which I had for a number of years, by the way. That same neighbor I told you guys that actually had it when I was growing up had the Godzilla Shogun Warriors, the original one. They end up throwing it away when they was moving a bunch of stuff out of their crib, but he had the fist and he gave that to me, but I don't know what ever happened to it. I think my mom didn't want me to have the fist. I don't know. I think I remember that at the time. But I would have kept that fist. Maybe I still have it somewhere around here. Anyway, that is the Shogun Warriors Godzilla. Now, guys, I am a mint on card collector, so I don't take my figures out. So I'm showing you guys, I'm giving you guys the packaging look of the figures, the close-up look as they're in the package. So here is Shogun Figures Voltron. Now this is interesting because I never knew that Voltron was considered a Shogun Warriors. And also, I shouldn't assume that everybody knows the history of Shogun Warriors. Shogun Warriors, most of them, besides the Godzilla figures, were like robot figures, basically sort of like this Voltron right here. And per a video I seen on YouTube, because I was looking for like some kind of history on how Voltron is considered a Shogun warrior. Apparently, it started off in a line that came from the original Shogun warrior. So that's how Voltron, he is considered, I guess, a Shogun Warriors spinoff in a sense. But really, if you think about it, he became the most popular one. This particular version of Voltron right here, and this isn't the car version. Obviously, you can see this is the lion version, and this was always the coolest version for me and for everybody. So I'm just gonna put that right there for a second. So yeah, you got the red, the green, the blue, the yellow, and the black in the middle. Classic Voltron. You even get the sword back there. Now, actually, this is my second version of this ReAction Voltron figure. I bought the original one, which had Voltron packaging, and it's on the shelf. I started to pull it out, but it's absolutely the same figure. I looked at it when it came in the mail. I did a comparison. I looked at it. It's the same figure. So, yeah. I just and I kind of knew it, but I just liked that this figure in the Shogun Figures font, and I just thought that was cool. So I've got Godzilla a counterpart. Imagine a stop motion with that. Wouldn't that be cool? Godzilla. Shogun figures Godzilla versus Shogun figures Voltron. Oh no. Godzilla versus Voltron. What do we do now? Well, I tell you, you should duck for cover, if you will, baby. Because the American dream thus arose is going to take out both of them, if you will. Alright, guys. I just want to do a quick video. I think this is long enough. These are my Shogun figures. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get the rest of the robots. I looked on eBay, and most of them are pretty expensive. These seem to be the cheapest ones, the Godzilla and the Voltron. Maybe because these were the last ones they made, but the Messinger, I think. My Shogun's history is not that great. Again, I remember the figures. I do remember the toys when I was a kid, but I didn't own any of them. This is my first foray into it. I will eventually probably get the original Shogun Warriors Godzilla. And I would love to have some of the originals, even starting off with the Super 7 ReAction smaller ones. But again, they look like they're pretty expensive. I was going to try to get, again, the Great Messinger. So, if I get more, I'll update you guys. How about that? But in the meantime, can I get you guys to like, share, and subscribe? And again, I certainly appreciate anybody out there, if you will, if you're looking at my videos and you like what you're seeing, I would like for you to give me a like. Subscribe if you will. Share it if you will. And tell everybody in this great country there's a new channel in town, baby. And you need to watch it every day. Because you never know when I might put up some new toys, if you will. Alright, guys. Having a little fun. Like, share, subscribe. This is Gentleman Jack out. Jack in the Box. Look out for more figures. I got some more stuff. Y'all got some more heat. It's coming. Cheer.